Out there, Tanasi Arts and Heritage Center people. I've got a little tutorial here for learning a basic or a basic progression on the guitar with old time stylings. We'll work on some right hand techniques. Work a little bit with the metronome that I have here on my phone, and some little old timey ways to get between, which are like applicable to any kind of like country music, folk music. You know, it's got wide application. But so what we'll sort of start out with is the chords that we're going to be working on. We're working in the key of G. We'll do the G chord, which is pretty standard, like a way of fingering it in this style. So just basically just top and bottom, third fret. So I have my ring finger on the top, my pinky on the bottom. And and another thing that kind of like establish here, the strings are numbered from the bottom to the top. So when I say like the number of the string, we'll have 1 from the bottom, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the frets are numbered from here to the bridge. So they run this way. So 1, 2, 3 will be how you count these. So you'll have both fingers on the third fret on the first and 6th strings, just like this. So that's 1, 2, 3, and this is how it should sound. And the next chord is going to be the C chord. So basically you're just going to lift your pinky up, drop your ring finger down to the next string on the 5th string, and then take your middle finger, put it on the 2nd fret here, and then your first finger down here. That's your C chord. And then for your D chord, you're going to have both of these two fingers on the same fret. On the 2nd fret, just skip a string, and then you're going to put this there on the 3rd fret. So, on the bottom here, you have your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret, 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. So the one up from the bottom, and then your first finger over top on the same fret on the 3rd string on the 2nd fret here. All right. So the kind of the bedrock for all this is the boom chick. So this is 1 and. So whenever you're sort of subdividing a beat, like in music, you count like 1, 2, 3, 4. The 1, 2, 3, 4 are going to be your downbeats, and the ands of those, so 1 and, 2 and, 3 and, those are going to be your strums. Okay, so be counted something like this. So what you'll do, so it's I guess another thing to sort of like point out is that you want to emphasize those down beats, those strong beats. And for old time guitar, it's a little different with your right hand or left hand, your picking hand. There's a few techniques here, or a technique here. And what you're going to want to do is let your pick fall through the string. So what I mean, you want it to come and rest on the string below it before you continue for your strum. So instead of like hitting and then moving away from the string and then strumming, you're going to hit and then let it fall through. It's going to stay as close to the string as possible. And the reason for this is like you really want those downbeats to stand out, because usually if you don't have a bass player, and you have a guitar accompanying a fiddle, banjo, like mandolin, you're the timekeeper, you're the bass player. So you've got to be solid and really emphasize that downbeat. And so I'll kind of go through the chords. We've got, so our G chord, the 2 strings that you're going to want to alternate between is going to be the top string, so your 6th string, and your 4th string. So you skip a string and grab that 4th string. So those are the notes you're going to hit between the strums. So it's like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay? So for G, you're going to go top string, let it rest, strum. 4th string, let it rest, strum, and so on. for the C chord, you're going to drop down into your C shape here. And what I like to do, and is also pretty common, is hitting the 5th string and then hitting the 6th string, so just moving that finger up. Okay, so and I kind of deaden the 5th string, like with the meat of my finger, kind of the same way I did with the G chord. You can kind of see it's sort of like resting on the string below it. So okay, so we'll do that a couple times. So 5th string, 6th string. Okay, and then the final chord is the D chord, and you're just going to be playing the 4th string, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5th string, so the one right above it, and alternating between those two. So you'll be going. So 4th string, 5th string, and then you'll come back to your G. All right. So you can do that, and that's perfect. But you can also spice it up a little bit by sort of like walking in between the chords. So a pretty typical way of getting between these chords are these little walk ups or walk downs. These are we're gonna be walking up to the next note of the root note of each chord. So we're going to walk into a C chord here. So from the G chord to the C chord, we kind of have this motion. Well, I'll go ahead and play the whole form and then go back and kind of explain everything. So what we'll have here at the end is this. Okay, so what we have here starting off from the G is, so from G to C, we'll go boom, chick, so this top string, strum, then, so open, 2nd frets with your 2nd finger, and then this will be your C chord. So whenever you walk into it, be ready to strum on the next one. So to sort of like show this, we'll do this a couple times. So we'll go. So now that we've made it to our C chord, what we're going to do here, like I said, I'm going to be alternating between the 5th and 6th string, just like this. And the last one, we're just going to go to the 4th fret here. And then the string below it will be the first note of the D chord. Okay? So what we have here, we'll have. And now we're going to get back to our first chord, our G, simply by doing the same kind of walk up we did with the C chord. So we're going to just open, 2nd fret. This is the beginning of it. Okay, so we'll do that. Okay. And another thing to sort of make note of, you want like all of these notes to be downstrokes. So you're also still trying to make those big boomy. It's the bass line, right? Okay. Now I'm gonna at the end, at the whole end of the form here, I'm gonna have a little thing to sort of show that we're going back to the first part of this pattern. So this last part, we're gonna start out with your second finger on the second fret on the fourth string. So 1, 2, 3, 4, just right there. And this is gonna we're gonna go then open, and this is also, we're doing the alternate picking. So this is down, up, down. So you just go up to the next string, down, up, down, and then up. So you can go down, up, down, like that. So down, up, down. And I sort of roll my finger to grab that note, and then the last note down, which would be just like that. Or alternatively, you can go down, up, down, and then with your ring finger, so it's in position. Whatever's most comfortable for you. So it just goes, or, and so that's going to be what gets us back into the main pattern. Now I've got a metronome, and I probably do this around 45 beats a minute. And usually, like what I like doing is instead of doing it at 45 beats a minute, like on the metronome, doing it at 90, so doubling like the time, so that every click is counting eighth notes. So the click will go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So that'll give you the boom chick, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. But you're really playing at 45 beats a minute. Now I'll do it once, just to kind of show you with the metronome. But I've also got this app. It's available on mobile and online, called Strum Machine. It's very cheap. I can't remember like what the subscription was, but you can put your own chart. So you can chart out like what the chords are for a song. You can set the however fast or slow you want it. You can for whatever song, and it'll play a backing track. And it's really nice to sort of like play along with, or especially like with these runs, kind of like fitting them in there and see how they fit against a progression. So like I'll do it with the metronome first, and then I'll play it along with Strum Machine. But yeah, I'll just do to the turnaround, so to the little riff thing on the metronome. All right, here we go. Let's get it up here to 90. So that's 1 and 2 and 3. Yeah. 1 and 2. No. Yeah. 1 and no wait. Hang on. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's what it is. Okay, you ready? It goes a 1, 2, 3, go. kind of flub there in the beginning of that, but I'm about to do it with a backing track here again. So this is the Strum Machine. Like I said, really great tool. Let's get it down to 45, and it'll actually give us the count in. So here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So that's it there. We've got the transitions, the walks, the runs, and the picking technique and everything there for you. Go back and review the other parts, so they're giving me a little bit of trouble. And we have this play along here with Strum Machine and Metronome. And I hope you guys enjoyed that and got a lot out of it. Thank you.